Yeah, bitch. I'll put her in her place. Love the fact that you went live right as I said bitch, I'll put her in her place.
So do I, yeah, so do I. I was looking at it as like the little ticker was going over. Going to be live any second. I was, come on, catch this gold. No.
Matty and Limo present scenes from the cutting room floor.
Stephen Hawking. Now, Stephen Hawking isn't my third choice. It's just because I feel like I would kind of get a bit freaked out and awkward because of the wheelchair.
Yeah.
But you know, I'd like to have a chat with him, just to see what's going on in that head of his and stuff like that. See, and also kind of want to ask him, can he still get an erection? Something that I've always thought about with Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
Not Stephen Fry.
Stephen
Stephen Hawking.
Wow, Freudian slip. The great thing about Stephen Hawking is, if you were to have him on your sub bench, you don't even need to have a bench. He brings his own bench with him. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. If you had a sub bench and you were like, there you go, Stephen, he'd be like, no, I've got it covered. You know?
I just need to reverse.
So yeah, he's actually I would admire that fella. He's an intelligent guy. The only thing is, I believe conversations are a bit of a drag with that guy. He has to kind of pre-type all of his responses earlier on in the day. You know when he does these live appearances, he has everything. It's like a soundboard, and he just sits there like waggling his eyelid or something, and it selects various phrases off the soundboard. So
that's deadly. Yeah, I'd love to ask him a random question he's not expecting.
Yeah, and see if he can kind of cocktail something together from his soundboard.
Yeah, and then just stand there with the microphone going. Can we pause for 1 second?
No. Go on.
I wanted to wait until you were finished talking. I didn't want to interrupt you mid-flow.
Sorry. Go
on. Samantha? Shut the fuck up! Just throw that in there. I had the greatest sleep of my life last night. It was fucking amazing.
I seen your little... That does nothing better than that. When you wake up and you think, oh, that was a good sleep. Time for work now. And then you look at the clock and you're like, what?
Yes.
Yeah. Your body knows. Your body knows when it needs these deep sleeps, and it does it.
I think Samantha was watching some show that she watched, some Japanese show, and obviously it was in Japanese. I had Chinese subtitles, no English, so I couldn't watch it. So I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna go sleep." She's like, "Yeah, grand, yeah, go sleep." So this was at about 10:30. I hit the hay and I woke up at about 12 o'clock, and I woke up and I sat up and I thought to myself, "That's fuck me. I hate having a job." I hate having to get up in the mornings. And when I sat up, I looked at her and I was like, "Wait, did you sleep at all last night?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Did you not go to sleep? Did you sit up all night watching that show?" Not in like an annoyed way, just like I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And she's just like, "It's only 12 o'clock." And I was like, "What?" She said, "It's only 12 o'clock." Like, I was like, "Oh, I thought I had to go to work." And then she's like, "No, you can go back to sleep." I was like, "Yes!"
Yeah.
But I needed to go for a piss real bad, and her ma was in the bathroom. She was taking a shower, and I kind of just, because we've got the headboard of the bed, and then we've got like a little shelf, and then the rest of the headboard on top of it. So I kind of just rested my head on the shelf, and I fell back asleep, and she kicked me and woke me up, go to the toilet. I just worried I was going to piss the bed.
Yeah.
So, I didn't.
No, I'm glad you pointed that out. Yeah. But that's obviously what woke you. There's nothing worse than waking up and feeling really cozy, and you can feel yourself about to burst. Like,
I don't want to get out of this nice warm bed, but I have to take
and it's very tempting to kind of say, well, you know what? It's only 2 hours. I've held my toilet for 2 hours. I'll do it. Yeah. I'll do it. But then you're kind of thinking, you're lying there about to drift off, and you're thinking, no. Because do you ever have them piss dreams?
Yes.
When you're dreaming piss, and you wake up thinking, oh my god. And then you reach down, and you're like, oh, thank God for that. Nothing happens. But every single time, I always think, I definitely pissed. I've pissed this bed. Especially when it's really warm, because you get that bollock sweat in the night. Yeah.
You're like, oh fuck. No, it's that's just sweat. Alright, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, when Samantha was over here and I was in Ireland, because we had a couple of months there where she was over here setting things up, and I was in Ireland by myself. Mid-January, it was one of those, when we were in the deep cold snap.
Yeah.
And the house was freezing. The heating, I just turned the heating off because I just got back from work, so I took a shower, went to bed. And I was like, oh, it's still fucking freezing. So I'm lying in bed, and I just managed to, when you get into that thing where you're real warm, you're just like, you're there and you're wrapped up and you don't want to move. And I was like, I am the master of my own bladder. I do not need this. And I was just like, oh. And there was a split second where I was going, I could just piss the bed and just get up early tomorrow and take a shower. Like there was a moment where I was considering just fuck it, like there's no one else here, it's just me. If I piss the bed, no one else has to know.
Yeah, who am I who?
Yeah, but no, I decided that it was probably better for my life that I got up and went to the toilet. Because I know that every time I needed to piss, I would have just used the excuse of, but I did it once and it was alright, so I may as well just piss the bed repeatedly.
It's one of those things, it's a slippery slope. Once you do it, you kind of know, shit, this is going to become a habit. This is how it starts.
Yeah, and once you do it once, you know that you're already a shit human being, so you're like, I mean, I've nothing to lose, I may as well just keep going, so.
Yeah. It's like when you see them hoarders on TV, and you always say, Jesus Christ, how did the house get that bad? But you can see it. I've done it. I've had things in this house. Like, you find an old Hope cap out on the street that looks interesting. You bring it home and you put it in the middle of the dinner table. And your wife is like, what the fuck is that doing in the house? And you're like, it's interesting. It's really interesting. But that's how it starts. And then you realise, hold on a minute. I can see where this is going. And you throw it out the back garden.
No, never happened to me. Not something that's happened to me in the past.
Five times it's happened to me.
5 times. I have a habit of hoarding magazines.
Oh, don't get me started on magazines. I have about 4 boxes this big of Zoo and Nuts in the attic.
I was talking movie magazines, but if you're into like, because I always think to myself, in about 10 years I'm going to want to read this article again because it's real interesting. It'll have a little piece of information that I didn't know that I'll forget about, and I'll be freaking through it one day and go, jeez, that's amazing, isn't it? But I have to try now. Samantha made me try now.
Oh.
Which is good in a way because I'd be a shit human being if it wasn't for her.
That's a kind of love too. A love for the things you own. I want to have that kind of love.
Some people's pancakes suck.
I like thick pancakes. I hate the thin little half-arsed pancakes.
Tin is okay with a bit of sugar sprinkled on it. Sometimes people give you these tin pancakes and it's basically a fucking giant communion wafer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather eat a fucking beer mat.
Yeah, if it's soaked in beer, possibly. Oh, actually, no, that'd be fucking disgusting. And Samantha, shut the fuck up.